Oh, there you are, YouTube.
October 11th. What are we watching today? What does it say?
Pray.
Pray! Alright. And we didn't even do that on purpose.
We forgot.
Yeah, so we watched Predator and then Prey, and we just got lucky that we did Predator first because, yeah, we just forgot all about putting them in the correct order. Before we get to Prey, I'm going to pray on this homemade pizza. It's got barbecued pulled pork on it and some feta and, I don't know, what is it, Colby Jack or something cheese on there and some nice green onions. But going to eat this before we watch the movie. Just finished the pizza. Probably going to grab a couple beers for the movie, but we are about to start Prey. And I mentioned this earlier, but it is pretty amazing that the order came out correctly because we totally forgot to place them in our advent calendar, like Predator and Prey, in the correct order. It just sort of happened serendipitously. It was perfect, but very excited to watch this. I held out for it. I haven't seen it yet. This is the first time watch for me and my wife. It's just the two of us today.
And our cat.
But I'm excited to see it. Here we go. Grabbed some Sierra Nevadas. We're IPA people. I wasn't always, but my wife really likes IPAs, and then she kind of got me into them, and now that's the beer of choice for me. So this is what we'll be drinking while we watch Prey. So we just finished the movie. Got my wife here. We're going to talk about it because we did a discussion when we watched Predator. That was her first time watching Predator, and I figured it makes sense to talk with her about Prey, since, I mean, this was the first time watch for me, but also her. I'm just curious what she thought of it. What did you think?
It was great.
Yeah, I thought it was really fantastic. I feel like we need to watch them all, including AVP, both of those, just because I feel like I need a refresher. At this moment, think this would be my second favorite, but I want to give them all a rewatch, and I haven't seen the one that came out prior to this one. I don't even remember what it was called. The Predator, maybe? I don't know. So there was that great callback to the original Predator where she falls in like the quicksand mud. I don't know, what do you call that here? The bog. And gets covered, and we're thinking, he's not gonna see her. I didn't even actually cross my mind. She mentioned that, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. This is totally, what's gonna happen. That's totally like a tip of the hat to Arnold, right? And that, I love that they really didn't go they didn't go the direction with the bog that it seemed like it was heading initially anyway. Like being covered in that mud was not used the same way it was used in the original. But that was really cool that it was connected in that way. What do you think of the redesign?
I liked it better.
And why? You mentioned it a little bit before we started taping.
So it looked less like a man in a suit.
Yeah, so...
It looked more like a creature to me.
Yeah, like you still have the humanoid body, but the head no longer looked like a man, a mask, like human eyes or anything like that. So, yeah, I think that's cool too. Scarier.
The other one's like just a dorky, like...
Today, yeah.
Yeah.
Like at the time, obviously, we didn't know what we could do, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I get that. I'm just curious how they're, like, is it like another sect of predators? Or how would they go about explaining that? Or is it just like, we have better technology, so we're changing the look of the Predator? Like, is there a reason for the redesign? Like, the Klingons in Star Trek, they gave a canon reason as to why they have flat foreheads in the original series, but then have ridged foreheads in the Next Generation.
Yeah, there's so many different, like, humans all look different, animals look different.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and that's, I guess...
I don't even think you need to think about it that hard.
And I think they never will, maybe, touch on it, but I guess, I don't know, that's what I always, wonder about. Will they cover the differences, or is it just we have better technology, so we can better special effects, so we can change the look? That's probably what it's going to be, though. Yeah.
Score was great.
Score was so good. A lot of cinematic shots.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Love the dog.
The dog was so good. It was an American dingo. We looked it up. Beautiful dog. And, I guess spoilers, but, I guess I've been spoiling it, but I love that the dog made it at the end.
I know.
They didn't pull that card.
I don't think the internet would have loved it as much as it did if the dog
If
didn't
the dog
make
died.
it.
Yeah, I think that's true. And it's just, the dog dying, that's just like a tired trope. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice that the dog made it at the end.
Yeah.
That was good.
Special effects were good.
Yeah, special effects were good. Was there a spot where you thought it looked bad? I heard you say something.
No,
At
just
that battle?
No, our internet was like
Oh,
the
it glitched?
quality.
Oh,
yeah, the
I see.
quality went down for a minute.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the special effects, and I was
No.
like, I didn't see anything.
No,
Okay, so yeah, our
just-
internet got a little pixelated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed that. I'd like to go back and rewatch them all.
I mean, it held my attention. Usually I knit while I'm watching movies, and I didn't pick up my knitting once.
Yeah, that's the knitting bag right there. Got the project and the ball of yarn there. She watched the whole way through. No multitasking during this. Attention was fully on the movie. Same here. I mean, I'm usually not doing anything unless I've seen the movie, but yeah, it's fully captivating. Fully. And I feel like I think the original one's still going to be my favorite. One, because of the nostalgia, and two, the silliness of it, the macho-ness of it, over the topness, I think makes it easier to watch. This one has a heightened sense of realism, obviously in a science fiction world. So, like, that sort of silly entertainment doesn't exist in this. This is just like quality movie entertainment. So I think it would be easier for me to rewatch the first one, for that reason. But like quality wise, this is fantastic. I think I put it at number 2, but I got to rewatch.
I have no nostalgia attached to the first one, and I think I would much rather rewatch this one.
This one, okay. So yeah, nostalgia, I still like the original. No nostalgia likes this one more. And like, for a brand new movie to move that high up, I mean, it's not a high bar, but to move that high up on this franchise is pretty cool. Like that, I think that says a lot about the quality. Also, there was this really cool weapon that was like a net, and then the net got tight and then turned like the people into cheese cubes, basically. Crushed ice. So I was trying to think, I was like, oh, that's from one of the movies, because it wasn't in the original movie, but I was like, oh, I know that weapon. And I was trying to remember which one. And is it just the AVP movies that weapon is in? Because that's, like, I remember on one of the Xenomorphs skulls, it had that. But do we see that Predator weapon in 2, or I guess it would just been, is it in 2? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you remember. I need to rewatch them. But I thought that weapon was awesome. It seemed pretty, like time period accurate with having the French there. Yeah. I don't know. Anything else?
It was just good.
Yeah. Overall, good movie. Fantastic. I get why the internet was loving it, why the people were loving it. Critics. It was good. It's too bad this didn't go to theaters at all, right? It was straight to streaming. It's too bad because it is a very cinematic movie. This would have looked really cool on IMAX, on a huge screen.
Mm-hmm.
The landscapes were so good. Special effects were awesome. That fight scene at the end was cool.
I want to watch it with the Comanche dubbing.
Yeah. They also offer the Comanche dubbing. Love to check that out. Did you see that available?
Yeah.
It is easy to find.
When I clicked on the movie to start it, it was down at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So here it is. It's the menu screen on Hulu, and right there, Comanche dub. That's where you click that. Maybe we could toss it in again next year.
Yeah.
next Halloween advent and toss in the Comanche version. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and we love the movie, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.